Yo guys, what's going on here? Welcome back to my aunt's garage. First and foremost, apologies for the extremely late video. This was supposed to come out like 2 or 3 weeks after the original one, part 1, and now it's been 3 months I think. So I've had to redo an intro because the intro was just not relevant anymore, so you might see some inconsistencies with the hair. But yeah, so in today's episode, what we are going to see is going to be the engine removal. It's not going to be a how-to, but I'm going to try and walk through all the steps as much as I possibly can. I am going to make mistakes, and you're going to see it, and hopefully you guys learn from it as well. But without further ado, let's get straight into the video. I struggled with the bonnet for hours and hours and hours, and I destroyed the bolts on it. So that's where we're going to start from, so I hope you guys enjoy.
I want to show you the state of the bolt. I've tried everything, extractor tools and all sorts, but it looks absolutely mental. Obviously, we can't reuse this. Fuel line is off. Just make sure that there's nothing leaking through. It's definitely the fuel line. I can smell all the fuel. Because it hasn't been running in a while, absolutely not much leaking at all. Obviously, I'll try and clean that up as much as possible. Okay, I've found another cable that I need to undo here. Making progress now, guys. We're making progress. Does anyone else love the smell of fuel? Or am I just the old weirdo here? Just remove the air conditioning line from up here because it was just coming across and just getting in the way of stuff. I need to make sure to keep these safe. Always replace the O-rings, even though there was no damage to it now. What I've done could have caused damage to it, so always replace the O-rings. What I believe I'm getting rid of here is the clutch valve damper thing. I know there's a kit that you can buy to bypass this. Apparently makes the clutch feel a lot better, rather than a little bit of sponginess and not as responsive. So I will probably do that at some point as well. But right now, obviously, I'm just getting rid of anything that's connected to the engine, which includes this, includes a damper. So yeah, right, let's try a different angle. What I've just done is remove the clutch valve, clutch damper valve straight from the engine block because it's giving me too many problems. So I'm just gonna now start to see how to remove the exhaust, because that's not something we've done yet, before we get onto the axles. So just wanted to quickly show you a close-up. We've got the car on jack stands to make it easier to just get to the drive shaft, into the engine, take the wheel off. But also what we want to do is just show you 1 second. Sorry about the bad footage here, but we want to get to these bolts up here. To focus, there we go. This will help just take off the exhaust from here instead of having to take it off all the way up to the front. There's no need to do that. I struggled with this little bit here as well, so we're just going to take it off from there. Just so you know, I did read and see from Sam Paddy Projects that these bolts could snap due to rust, so I've applied some WD-40. Let's hope that isn't going to be the case, because I really don't want to deal with another bolt situation. And it's a 12mm to remove, so let's see if it works. Not coming off. Ah, look at that. One of them's out. The other one, not so much. Snap! Well, the good thing is, it's actually snapped off on the end, so the actual exhaust is off, so I don't care. Resolved! Cool. Right, next up, what we're going to try and do is the axle. I've never done this before, so I'll take off the tire and then see where we go from there. So it's a new day. As you can see, I have cut my hair. I decided not to grow it long, but also my battery died from the last clip and we had some revelations. First of all, I tried to actually remove the hub, the nut on the hub. And of course, if you don't have any leverage, all it's going to do is just going to spin the wheel, which is exactly what it did. So what we're going to do, as I don't have a pry bar, and this is something you guys can do as well, is actually put the wheel back on, take the center cap off before you put the wheel back on, lower the car, put all the weight back onto it, and then try and undo it. We're going to try again with my impact gun, but I don't think my impact gun's strong enough. But we'll see if that works, and if not, it's going to be lowering the car, as I mentioned, so we'll see if that works, and do it on both sides as well. Right, first and foremost, what you want to do is, usually there's a little dent inwards into the hub, so that the hub just doesn't come off, the wheel that doesn't come off, so we're just going to undo that. Right, got the car down, got the hubcaps on, got the wheels on, just hopefully temporary. It shouldn't move, the handbrake's on and everything. Another way to do it is actually, which I just thought of, if you have someone who can help you, ask them to just hold on to the brakes for dear life and see, but fingers crossed this works now. If not, I'm not sure what to do. Right.
One day later.
After about 20 minutes since the last spot, we have actually managed to get it off. And the way I did it was put the breaker bar in. Effectively, I couldn't get enough leverage on it. So what I did, I put the breaker bar in, used the hydraulic jack to then jack it up and give it enough force to now be able to take it off. So this should, hopefully I'm not dreaming, but of course it's not coming off with this, but if it is coming off. I'm just going to leave it on for now, but we're going to go do the same on the other side and see where it comes from. I'm sorry I didn't record it. Right, everyone, you would see this in the next scene, if you will. It's actually been a few weeks now since we've touched the car. The last recorded footage, you would have seen me, I believe, on the other side. You just got the axle nut off. I did have some footage in between, but it got corrupted, so I'm just going to quick recap. Axle nut is really stuck on, cannot take it off. I've got breaker bars, I've got my crowbars, I've taken the wheel off, I've tried to do everything possible to take it off, but it is just seized. So we're actually going to get the big guns out. Fire is going to be involved. I've never done this, so that's what we're going to do next. This is just some butane gas, and this is usually used for the kitchen, but we'll see if this works. The idea is that we'll just heat the nut. I'm going to try and aim it as the nut as much as I can for a few minutes, and then see, hopefully, if we can get it off. Don't turn it upside down.
One eternity later.
Right, if this doesn't work, try one more thing, which is adding WD-40 rust penetrant to it after I've done this, so you can hopefully get in between there, but let's see. All right, try again. Yes! Yes! It came undone. Yeah! Oh, Fire's your friend. Oh, weeks have passed. There it is. Oh, it's warm. It's warm. About time. You guys have no idea how relieved I am. We can actually move on with this project. We can now take the axles out. Come on! Now we're going to try and remove the calipers before we remove the brake discs. What I've really learned is use the breaker bar for everything. So I thought I'd give you guys a different angle on this. To make sure I can actually take this bit off, first of all, I mean, that's just stiff in there. But what I need to do is take the bolt out here, remove this as well so I can get to it, and then take it from there. It's not good, this is quite heavy, so be careful guys. So yeah, trying to take 12mm off here. Let's see if that fits. Should be a 12mm. Go. Best thing to do is put the bolt back in so you don't lose it. What you should do is I'm just going to rest it here on the steering rack at the moment. Now I need to remove that anyway along with the subframe, so it doesn't matter too much in my case. Then we need to take, hopefully you can see this bolt off here and this bolt off here, so we can pry it away, effectively get rid of this. So I'm going to try with a power tool, but the reality is I don't know if it will work. There we go. One's loose too. Now I get the gun in. Honestly guys, I've learned just use a breaker bar for anything and everything. So this is a 20mm one. No, sorry, 19mm. Now I'm hoping it will work. That wasn't good. Old bolt out. The good thing is most of this has come off. Bad thing is it's stuck. So guys, what the problem is this is stuck together. So what I thought I'd do is I'd remove it from the gearbox on the inside, so you got all the gearbox oil flowing out. And now I'm going to try and somehow get this off. I might only need to take the brake disc off, I'm not entirely sure, but we shall see how it goes. Decided to just switch to the other side because that was giving me a headache, so we're going to try and remove it from that side first until we know what we're doing after. So I've already removed the brake caliper. I've already this one, as the hammer can tell you guys, it's already gone pretty much through. There we go, one axle's out. believe on this side there might be a bracket. I'll have to go underneath the car and have a look. So guys, what I've just done is I really struggled to get 3 bolts out. There's 3 bolts in there, 17 and 2 14 mils. The 14 mils are just on top of the drive shaft. And quite honestly speaking, I know these drive shafts are knackered every time I turn, they're clicking. So I just thought, is there an easier way for me to take this out? So I just pulled it out of the socket effectively, as you can see here. One of them was actually damaged, it was completely off. So no wonder it was just clicking about. So this is gonna go straight in the bin because I'm looking to use the Type R one. I might just buy some new ones. Obviously, the problem now is how we're gonna get the other one out from the Type R, because it's gonna be an extremely similar setup. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Next task, I'm gonna take off the battery tray. I'm gonna loosen the fuse box. The battery tray is in the way of the mount over here, so we can't put anything around it, so get rid of that. I've also lowered the car again because I've got up higher to get the drive shaft out, which is pointless in the end anyway. And then we're pretty much ready to strap up and go. Never took an engine out. Got my engine crane there. I will make more space by opening this up. Fingers crossed I can do this by myself. Might be a bit tough, but see how it goes. So far, the biggest challenges I've had is definitely the wheel hub, but just to give you an update on that, actually, the wheel hub still doesn't come out. The brakes have warped around it. I can't even take the brakes off. So because I'm changing the subframe anyway, from here to the other one, or I should just say the Type R subframe's coming onto here, there's no point in me trying to take out the drive shafts. None of this is useful. It's old stuff. I'm going to scrap it, or just sell it for parts online. Just so you know, Type R body and Type S subframe is all going to be up for sale. I'll probably list it for about 500 quid and see if anyone wants it. Obviously, I'm going to strip the interior anyway. So, yeah, we'll see how that comes out. What I also need to do is when we take the Type R off, label everything. I haven't labeled a single thing here. I just wanted to take it all apart. Now I'm really going to struggle, but we'll see how that goes. Just removing a couple more bits, come to realize. Basically what I'm doing is I'm getting rid of the dog bone mount. And once I get rid of the dog bone mount, it can come out a lot easier. Dog bone mount out. It's actually in pretty decent condition. But yeah, I got an earth strap here, which I didn't see, and you can see how loose the engine is now. I just got to figure out which one I need to undo there, and then we're good to go. Well, this is exciting news. Exciting. Right, everyone, just to show you how I've done it. I haven't got any proper tow hooks or anything, so what I've done is I've strapped it around the engine mount. Like I said, I've loosened them. I will take these bolts off in a moment. This is a proper ratchet strap, so I looked at the strength and so on to be able to hold it. I will probably just make sure it goes around enough time so it's one piece. And then, again, on the other engine mount as well. I've already taken this bolt out. I've already taken the dog bone out, as I showed you last time as well. So now it's just time to bring the engine crane in, set it up, and keep going. Right. Got it somewhat taut. Hopefully this helps as ratchet straps. So they should work, in theory. What we're going to do now is undo the bolts and then roll it out. Back at it again. Right, okay. One thing I seem to have missed is the mount at the bottom got stuck. So that just snapped right off right there. That's the thing that made it a bit harder to come up. Okay, I wasn't sure what it was, but there we go. Like, probably shouldn't, but I forgot that I left this bolt in. Forgot that I left this bolt in here, so that got caught at the bottom of the engine and now snapped clean off. Right, onwards. Right guys, what we've done is the alternator was really getting in the way. So we've just got rid of the alternator. Ooh, heavy. Fingers crossed I don't need to take the air condenser unit off. This should give me the wiggle room, so we're going to try from here again. Looks like we're clearing. A lot nicer now. Ha! We are out. We are officially out. So, engine removal done. First time I've removed an engine. Remember guys, I haven't even taken a brake disc off, and now I've just removed an engine, and I just realized my engine stand is just floating about. But what an amazing feeling, and what a feeling this is. Let me just sort this out and put it on a pallet. So ladies and gentlemen, the engine is truly out. I'm so happy, I was so nervous. Let me just show you guys a bit more up close. The bodywork actually looks really good. There's not much rust going on and just needs general cleanup. I'm in two minds whether to give this engine kind of an engine spray or not. But at the moment, this is the plan. I'm not going to do anything at the moment, just clean it up a bit. I do want this on the road as fast as possible. And also, you know, we're only halfway done. So guys, that's going to be the end of this video. First and foremost, apologies it's coming so late, but I'm so happy the engine's out. I can start cleaning this up. But as I mentioned, we're only halfway through, probably just under, you know. Now we've got to get the Type R in. We're going to start doing exactly the same thing with that, except we can't take any shortcuts because I've broken a few bits here. Cannot break any other things there. So really appreciate all the support, you guys. Also, big shout out to Sam Paddy Projects. He helped me out during this project as well, especially with the engine removal. So I'm going to put his YouTube link in the description below. He has done something similar with the Honda Civic Ti. Pretty much the same, to be completely honest. But obviously, we're all doing different things to what we want to do. So really, really appreciate your guys' support. Thanks again so much. And until next time, take care.